Make some noise at the Untitled Open Mic. Wow. I don't know if y'all knew this, but there was a little bit of a snowstorm. We told them to do it a day early, so it doesn't interrupt our lovely open mic here at Dragonfly Cafe. Make some noise for yourself for showing up on the cutest venue here in the northeast of this continent. Is that right? Northeast continent? Yeah. All right. This is a cute, lovely home. I want to do another big shout out to our lovely host, Dragonfly Cafe. Can you make some noise for those folks there? Woo! Yes, yes. They've been so gracious in opening up their space for us to run this open mic. We've been actually doing the Untitled Open Mic for 18 years. 1-8. I know. Very exciting. Y'all continue to show up. So that's why we have it. We do this open mic every first and third Wednesday of the month, this being the first Wednesday. What we like to do in addition to the open mic, where obviously folks can come up, share poems, stories, musics, things that they are still crafting, still working on. But to add to the open mic, we have a special event. So on our third Wednesday, we usually invite a special guest, maybe a traveling poet, a hometown homie, someone to be our feature. They pretty much take us through a wonderful set, a mini showcase. But on the first Wednesday, which is today, we have a poetry slam. Make some noise that you've been to a poetry slam before. I don't know, it sounds good. It is good, all right? It is actually a competition where poets compete with their own poetry, with their own words. For what? For cash money. We got some money for the prize winners. I mean, for the first and second place winners, I think. Maybe third, maybe question mark. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it's just a fun way to get people together to listen to poetry. So we have a lovely slam tonight. We got 3 wonderful poets competing to be on this, to be a part of this qualifier here at Mill City Speaks. We have a lovely team that basically travels, compete at regional events across the country. Sometimes we get invited by Jupiter. We show up there as well. So yeah, it's a beautiful community, poetry, but also slam poetry as well. So the Low Poetry Wheel has the Mill City Speaks slam team. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. But of course, we have our lovely open mic. So I'll let y'all know a little bit about the housekeeping for that. We have a lovely sign-up sheet right here. We don't go in any particular order. We like to let y'all know who's on deck and who's up next. And if you're on this mic, you have about 3 to 5 minutes to share your stuff. As mentioned, it could be a range of different types of expression, different types of storytelling. You might hear some lighthearted, funny poems, art tonight, but you might also hear some very heavy, heartfelt, energizing stories as well. So the range is there, all right? If you are sharing on this open mic tonight and you feel like any of your work might be strong in content, we encourage you to let our lovely friends here in the venue know that you might have a story, a poem, a song that might be talking about topics. Guests, please do what you gotta do. Move in and out of space if you need to. Obviously, that's the exit over there. If you need to use bathrooms, there's bathrooms on this floor. If you probably need a key from Dragonfly Cafe, there's also bathrooms on the floor below. Nikolai's not here, but they will let you know that the lighting in the bottom bathroom is a lot better. So, boom. All right. Cool. So, just to kind of let y'all know that we love to be an interactive crowd. All right. A performer gets on stage here. It takes It takes a little work. It takes some time. It takes some practice to be on stage. So we want to be able to honor and give as much of our focus and our love and our care to the performer as well. So for folks, it's just to be mindful of any chatter. Sometimes our volume is not the best on this microphone. We just want to make sure we can give the performer a platform where their stories can be heard. All right. What else do we have here? Yeah. Just want to let y'all know that the world, the world is a beautiful place. Yes. Yeah, I mean, tonight is a proof of that, but there's also a lot of problematic and harmful energy shit out there, all right? We don't want y'all to bring that whack energy in here, okay? If you got some harmful, hateful energies towards our neighbors, that won't be accepted, won't be tolerated, won't be cool, all right? What we like to say is fuck shit up, but
no fucked up shit.
Exactly. We'll let you know if it's fucked up, okay? We make mistakes, but like racism, homophobia, sexism, the list goes on. Like we're here to uplift our community and our neighbors and not put our peers down, all right? With that also, you don't have to be nice. Be
necessary.
Thank you. Y'all's been here before, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all been here before. Love that. Be necessary, all right? So you can still be up here, be honest, be authentic, start that dialogue, and be real, all right? So, you don't have to be nice. You don't have to be nice, but just be thoughtful, all right? With that, amazing. We got a couple call and responses. So if you're on this open mic, and you want to let the folks know that you're listening, we can practice snapping real quick. Can we snap for the homies? All right. If you don't know how it looks cool, just do it. It looks good. All right. Maybe someone just shared, and they just wrap up. We can clap for the homies. Can we clap real quick? Amazing. Maybe you just grab one of the lovely wraps that they have here at Dragonfly Cafe, or like one of their lemonades, and it kind of makes you do a very like loud, audible. Yes. Sometimes you want to respond that way when you hear the performer on stage. So can I get a yeah?
Yeah.
Can I get a woo woo? Can I get a Thank y'all. Thank you. So please respond, give that energy back. All right. We love that. If this is your first time on this open mic, you gotta let us know so we can celebrate you. But we do have additional call responses. If it's your if you're sharing something brand new, we have something called new shit.
New shit.
If you got something that's a little dusty, you want to bring it back from the archives, you got old shit.
Old shit.
And you have all the shit in between.
In between shit.
So you say shit when we say shit with you, okay? Cool. Yeah. Amazing. Beautiful. With that being said, I won't take up too much time. We have a lovely open mic, we have a lovely slam, and we have the VIP seating in the front. Oh my God. You think we bring this orange lamp just so I can look great? You will look great as well, all right? This event is also live streamed, and we take photos. If you don't want to be photographed, let us know. We won't take any photos of you. With that being said, on deck, we have our lovely homie, Hikma. You're gonna be on deck, friend, okay? But to kind of make the stage a little bit less slippery, break the ice a little bit, I want to welcome one of our lovely co-organizer and our lovely friend. Let's make some noise for Rick of y'all.
Hello. Welcome, lovely friends. Okay, I have some old shit for you guys tonight.
Old shit.
It's also cover shit. This is from the late, great Dr. Douglas Bishop. Pretty fresh. As soon as you say the word now, you are no longer there. As soon as you say the word, you have left this place. The aroma of violets is not contained in these syllables. The taste of sizzling meat is different from what I say to you now. If I were to say, we are here, would you believe me? Would you be able to ignore the machinations of your mind, constructing categories constrained to convince you that you are experiencing what I am saying? I am breath, expiring over a singing throat, and my music is more than the sum of your conception of it. Tangle 1,000 images into the great wall of meaning, however beautiful, however naked, however petulant. You will not necessarily know any more than you originally came in expecting to know. Seasons like butterflies. They flitter away on the warm updraft of noticing. Try to be here now. And as soon as you try, you are no longer there. Try to imagine what I am saying. Even if I speak of the most beautiful green mornings, where all the hope of spring were croaking like frogs, randy for any procreation they could grasp, you would not say that you had not been instigated by your own invention. Regardless of the justifications, I am not trying to get across to you now. But there is at least one way we can experience each other, share a little moment in common, and that is to release beauty like a swallow, to rise and dive above and around the twilight, to swim through the air in the essence of effortless freedom, where words are not just what they mean, and our minds are not bound by the conceptions they cherish. That, for lack of a better term, is what we call poetry.
Yeah.
Give it up for Rick Gobb, everyone. Also, hello, my name is Connor. Hello. We're gonna get on with this open mic. So on deck, Jordana, you were gonna be on deck, but this first homie that I would love to welcome to the stage.
See that brick right there?
Yeah.
Here we
That
go. They placed that exact brick.
Actually, no, they went back in time when they placed that brick, and they came back here to join us. Welcome Hickman to the stage, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I'm gonna make y'all choose, actually. Loopholes or the hardest part for me?
Loopholes.
Yeah, let's do loopholes. Okay. I'm swollen. I'm swell. 0 or 100 are my choices. All of you or nothing at all. I'm exhausted. I'm irritated, frustrated. I'm filled with rage. I'm torn on what to do. I'm terrified. I failed on my assignment. I gave up on us. I speculated, deliberated, tried to find light in us, tried to force it out of us. I love and hate loopholes. I find a loophole to be safe, and I find a loophole to cause a wreck. I swam and I swam to rob the love you hid from me. I waited and I waited. Clearly, it's been years. I gave and I gave. I only saved a heavy heart, which only caused a broken us. All the loopholes bring me back to discover what I already found. Lies, tricks, and games, disguised in laughter, lust, and longing, that clearly told me I created the game, but only to hide the pain. Thank you.
Give it up for the poet, everyone. All right, on deck, we're gonna have Colin. Colin, you are on deck. But this next amazing homie I would like to welcome to the stage has a lamp just like this, or like a bunch of them. Jordana. Welcome Jordana to the stage, everyone. Back until the poet gets to the stage.
Hello. So I just moved to Lowell, and this is my first time here. Just found it on Google, so here I am on stage now. I went camping to clear my head like about a month ago, and a couple poems came out of that, so this is one of them. Motion. Heart beating, controlling my breath. No motion but commotion. The sea, fierce. Every wave slapping. The boat tipping. Will I survive this? There's a hole in the sail. That's it. Only commotion. In anger. In anger could end this. End this? No motion but commotion. Needles and thread. Sail and boat in agreement. We tip no more. The waves gentle. The sky bluer than before. Only motion.
Give it up for the poet, everyone. And Jordana, you said it was your very first time here. So audience, we like to do a little something special for people who is their first time here at this open mic. So on the count of 3, we are all going to yell, please come back. Can we do that, audience?
Yes!
Can we do that, audience?
Yes!
1, 2, 3.
Please come back!
All right. So next up on deck, we have, who do we have? Django. Django, you are on deck. However, this next amazing homie has a really cool hat, and they have a lot of cool hats just like that. Come on up here, Colin. Up until the poet gets to the stage. Hello.
So, this is some new shit.
New shit!
Just the mic.
I'm right here.
So this one is about my great aunt. It's called Virginia. We drink in the somber sunlight, graying over starched beige carpet, beige curtains, reeking of mothballs and Marlboro Reds. Ginny conducts the conversation, silver-haired and diminutive, towering in her feeble stature. She pirouettes a romance of Albania, the bunkers on the pristine beaches, and beheaded priests. She stands on point, untangles satin ribbons of memory of her days as a ballerina as she glissades across Europe and up the stairs of this Winchester apartment, her voice cracking sharply like a rifle with the same name.
Give it up for the poet one. All right. On deck. Amber, you're going to be on deck. But this next homie I would like to welcome to this open mic. Most definitely built a snowman with the snow that we just had yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Django, please come to the stage. And clap for the poet to the stage,
Hey, everybody. No, I didn't at all. So this poem, this is new shit.
New shit!
It's called Anxiety and a Dysregulated Nervous System. What is the nature of identity if memory lies? I asked questions without meeting presence and created loops of illusion through confusions. naivety, and a dysregulated nervous system. Anxiety cut itself into corners of frames that made my awareness acute. I was all sharp angles, considered cold-hearted in degrees, never right or obtuse, just a brain filled with memories that I just couldn't lose. They called it a style, avoidant attachment. They put it in a file and I still couldn't pay my karmic taxes. I asked questions without meeting presence and created loops of illusions through confusion. I asked questions that were met with incomplete actions. My math slightly off because somehow I got the same answers and the same kind of men were being attracted, naivety and a dysregulated nervous system, and they all had the same commitment issues, avoidant attachment. So what is the nature of my identity if memory lies but can convince me to believe the same kind of things from family, friends, and all the loves of my life? I know flavors of the phrase I love you that could make your mouth hum or wilt every flowery taste bud on your tongue. I know pain from the hate that can make a violinist ashamed. Seesawing bow cross strings, scratch and screeching from what I see in my brain. I've met many who build homes out of people saying things like, I'm just human, but really it's a ripple. Power drilling nails to crosses while waiting for a God who'd rather be listening to politicians while I'm staying faithful to its dying religion. It's a ripple. Naivety and a dysregulated nervous system. I made homes out of people because I could only accept the presence of my existence through the eyes of a witness. I kept asking the same questions out of life, half expecting the same actions, and then labeled myself a psychic. But realistically, I kept meeting myself at those odd ends, unable to sit in that presence, and then I gave myself depression because I lived in the daily loops of those illusions, and at the core of all of that, it was because of how I kept asking those damn questions. I asked questions without meeting presence and created loops of illusions through confusion. Thank you.
Give it up for the poet, everyone. And Django, was it your first or second time to do something? First time at the open mic, everyone. You know what to do, all right? 1, 2, 3. Please come back. All right. On deck, Hazel. You are on deck. But this next homie, I would like to welcome to the stage. Their name is also a really cool rock. Come on up here, Amber. That's where the poet gets to the stage.
Thank you. Right. I don't know how to do this. Let's see. Oh, I do. I surprised myself.
You do know how to.
All right, awesome. Do it. All right, I need some help deciding here. Once upon a time, or I think the world doesn't want me to talk to you.
Second.
I think the world wants to talk.
The longer one.
I kind of need that reminder anyway right now, so let's go with that. All right. I think the world doesn't want me to talk to you. In fact, I'm sure of it. Because silence did something for me your voice promised but never fulfilled. In 3 weeks of no contact, the sky cracked open and poured possibility down my throat. I wrote poetry again, met another author who didn't flinch when I said I bleed through my words. I moved into a house where every single piece of furniture I bought fit perfectly. Like even the walls were whispering, this is where you were meant to land. And I remembered how the universe once conspired to bring me to you. How every song on the radio seemed to say your name, and streetlights suddenly turned green when I drove by thinking of you. Clocks froze on 444 every time I said I was listening. But now I think the universe is sounding alarm bells. Because the same day you reached back out after weeks of quiet suffering, I dropped my favorite bandana in the toilet. A stupid thing, but if green lights can be a sign, then certainly so can my favorite item being vanished. Like the universe saying, don't go fishing in what's already been flushed away. Once I believed all those cosmic coincidences were proof we were meant to find each other. But maybe they're constellations rearranging, spelling out the word run. The stars have edited the script, and I am just learning how to listen.
Give it up for the poet, everyone. Amber, was it your second time? Oh my goodness. So, for those of you who don't know, for people who come back for a second time, it's also a very special occasion. Third, fourth, fifth time, thanks for coming back. But so,
We've met you.
yeah, we met you, we know you, all that good stuff. So, I'm gonna count to 3, and when I count to 3, we are all gonna say they came back. Audience, can we do that?
Yeah!
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. We are getting towards the end of this cute open mic, and then we're gonna have mid-roll announcements, a quick working section, and we're gonna get onto this slam. So Leo, you are on deck. All right. But first, this next amazing homie, I would like to welcome to the stage. Her name is also a really cool color. Come on up here, Hazel. Clap till the poet gets to the stage.
I'm not holding a guitar this time. Today I'm reading a poem.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I currently am in a class, Poetry 2 at UMass Lowell with Professor Maggie Beats. And I wrote this poem for her class, and it's called Spaceship Found at Benson Park. Spaceship found at Benson Park. Benson Park is a sacred place, except for the time I ran through there, stripping down to my underwear, looking for the spaceship that Tyler told me about through his songs that I would listen to on repeat, repeating phrases to myself out loud, but really in my head, because I couldn't tell if those voices were real, or if the people I saw were really making faces at me as I ran through those woods past the dog park looking like demons, like I ever saw a real demon before this moment. And then I was standing on the step of a house across the street attempting to explain how I lost all my clothes except my underwear, and that somebody robbed me for my clothes, and that it was a dog walker, and I was afraid to get inside that police car. And when they interrogated me, I told them I couldn't explain the dog walker and why I was basically naked. And when they drug tested me, I thought I was being inducted into the Illuminati, but instead my blood was negative. And they called my parents when the only number I could remember was my dad's. And Section 12 put me in the hospital, so my parents collected me from Hudson Police Station. And I then spent 2 unwilling weeks at McLean, and I still go back to Benson Park sometimes, but it never feels the same as it did before I was diagnosed with bipolar type 1 schizoaffective, and the hallucinations evaporated like dewdrops on the grass under a rising sun in the crisp autumn air. Thank you.
Give it up for the poet. Wow. All right, we are getting towards the end of this open mic, but our last but definitely not least, this next amazing homie loves this rug. Loves this amazingly bright orange love that matches perfectly with the little mushroom man. I would like to welcome Leo to the stage. Clap till the poet gets to the
So, I got some new shit.
New shit!
Be what you want to be, not what other people want you to be. Life is beautiful when you put effort. Keep shining because you are the light. God rather you fail than know everything. Not every hero wears a cape. Wherever you go, open light will always be beside you. Why, you asked? I did this to inspire people to never give up. I also read these poems to myself so I remember I'm loved and God is with me.
Up for the poet. And Leo, Was it your first time on the open mic?
Yeah!
Folks, we know what to do, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Please come back!
that concludes. One more. We have one more person on this open mic. And their name is like a really cool tree.
Yeah!
Willow, come on up to the stage. And clap till the poet gets to the stage.
Ricky pointed at me in the corner.
Watch my finger.
I couldn't say no to that face.
I know.
All right, I was writing something sitting in the back. How's everybody doing? You good? Hi. I don't even know if I can read this up here. It's written in pencil, so that was already my bad. Okay, so new shit, I guess.
New shit.
Forgive me. It's a little meta, I guess. I'm at an open mic. Not any old open mic, either my old open mic, my old stomping grounds, the Untitled open mic. Feels weird, if I'm being honest, like I'm too big to fit or too small to be heard or unfamiliar. I don't know. I'm not reading tonight. I haven't written anything worthy of an official out loud reading, not in a while. Or maybe I'll read this. How meta would that be? I can talk about leaving my body while actively leaving my body. And the people here now, the ones I'm observing here now, are hearing about me observing them here now. Now, subjective. Is now? Now? Or is now ever? Or now? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Where am I in this now? Anyway, there's a slam tonight. I got asked to try out last minute by someone who I don't even think is here. Plus, I don't have any fucking time for that. Nothing really to say lately. There's also a kid here. He's like 12. And I didn't get any further than that because then he started spitting. So, thank you guys.
Give it up for the poet, everyone. And Willow, is this your second?
This is my, 100 something. But
it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time. This mic, yes.
It's been a while, so we're gonna do a They Came Back for Willow, all right? 1, 2, 3, They Came Back! And that concludes our open mic.
Yeah!
Yes? So we're gonna get into some quick mid-roll announcements, and for those who are slamming and those who are judging, make sure to use the bathroom. Now would probably be a great time for that. So yeah, let's get into this. So, the Lowell Poetry Wheel. We are a very wobbly wheel, and that is because we only have 3 spokes, but they are 3 very important spokes. We have the Untitled Open Mic, which we are here at right now. And then we have Mill City Speaks, which is our slam team, which there are going to be qualifiers for later tonight.
Yeah.
Funny enough, as the main event. And we have Free Verse, which is our youth poetry program.
Get free poet.
Yes.
Reverse.
And so, one of the great things about all of our events is that we do not charge any cover fees when you come into, any of our events. We operate solely on donations with the occasional grant here and there. What that also means by default is that we are broke as shit. So the late and great Dr. Douglas Bishop had a tradition at the open mic where he would take off his hat, pass it around. He would ask for any cash if people had it. If they didn't have cash and they just had good vibes, sprinkle the good vibes into the hat. If you didn't want to do either and you didn't give a damn, just keep passing the hat. And in a minute, I will be passing around Rickoff's grandfather's hat that he has generously given us to use for this time-honored tradition. Let's see, other announcements. The kitchen closes at 8 p.m. tonight, am I correct? And the bar closes at 8:30. So get your, my memory's getting good, slowly but surely. Let's see, don't forget to give a tip to the staff at Dragonfly Cafe as well. Do that first. If you have anything else left for us, we greatly appreciate it. Are we doing online? No. So just cash. We don't have it. That's okay. Sprinkle some good vibes. Don't forget to check out the welcome station up by the door. We have our library and email sign-up list. We can get email notifications for us, and don't forget to visit our website of lowpoetry.com. I got it right this time. And give us a follow on Instagram, Low Poetry Wheel. And I think that does it for our mid-roll announcements. So now we do have a little bit of a working section, a little bit of a fun thing that we're going to do. I'm going to invite my fellow Low Poetry Wheel members up to the stage, Mike and Rickov, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with something we've been constructing during this open mic.
Do you want to explain what it is we have been doing?
Sure. Also cute. Let's see. All right, where is this? I made it. I should be able to find it. Yeah, right?
The Google Doc.
You think I'd be able to find it? All right, so we did a thing where I convinced these two crazies to write what's called an exquisite corpse with me over the course of the open mic. So what we did was each one of us added one line, and then we referred back to the previous line, and then wrote something based off of that. And so it's very strange, but here we are. So we're going to do that for you guys to wrap up things. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect.
Okay, and I can project.
Yeah?
There you go. I don't care. All right, so we are cooked.
Deep fried like McDonald's chicken.
Laying back and enjoying the herbs and spices that are finger licking.
Wistful warbling on the taste buds.
Churning and burning as they make their way to the stomach.
I have discovered delicious nirvana, decadence at its summit.
But deep within the bowels of understanding, we linger.
And it is here where we have an epiphany. We haven't been cooked or fried. We've been boiled.
Foiled by boundless hunger that's left me blind.
My tongue in the way of my eye tooth can't see what I am saying.
Oh, what have we done to deserve this? To be boiled and blinded bountifully for all to see.
The McChicken cannot help that it was born delectable. Why must its life come with a fee?
Stuck in a cyclical, sensational swirl.
Thank you. And I am going to pass the mic over to Mike.
Mike to the mic.
And we're going to, are we doing 10? Are we? Yeah. I will be passing the mic over to Mike in about 10 minutes, and we will get on with this slam.
Okay, so
Yeah?
take a quick little
Take
10-minute
a breather,
Get some food.
get some food, get a drink, and
judges and contestants, if you could just meet us up front, just so we can have a quick conversation.
yes.
I'm pulling numbers, aren't I? Like, am I not doing a thing?
No. I'll talk to judges.
No.
If you talk to judges, I'll talk to slavers. Slavers over here, please. Hello, lovely humans. We're gonna do a slam. You know what a slam is. You guys know what a slam is. You've all done the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna go through my spiel real quick. We're gonna do 2 rounds, round robin, so 2 points each. That way we get a little bit of space for everybody. But it's gonna be a tag team effort. I mean, it's just fair for everyone to do an even number of points for Lena. So having you 2 points per person. We're just gonna start off in randomized order, and then I'm just gonna do highest to lowest for a second. Really enjoy y'all. That works. So I think I mentioned it to y'all earlier. We need judges for this. Think of a nice team. We want to have an sacrificial moment. That is basically your how where you want to kind of make it. So say that moment. That's a perfect thing where over the course of the slam, they excited or into it, the judges are active and numbers. They're kind of like a baseline. So anyone that you feel like okay, so we're gonna have 3 judges. We're gonna tally up the scores, and that's whatever number we drop the high, drop the low, because so it's just a total of scores. I automatically put in the spreadsheet is 10 and 0 for it. As mentioned, you have 0 to 10, right? I should need 0 is the worst. Everything is 10 or 0. 0, 10. Average of your 10 side numbers, and there's a lot of people that have scored. I think I mentioned to y'all, like, you want some criteria, you can give us like 5 points for how well it was. 3 minutes, I have a rating. 3 minutes, it's less about the scoring itself, more about how they use the word. For 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and you can up to 5 points without the 4 words. Okay, use their voice, crouch, how high it is, how high 5, 10. Whatever criteria you use, be fair, be unbiased, and you just encourage you in one number, not the decimal. So like I said, rate 2, 9.3. You want to use someone at 7, and 7.0. That's pretty much it. Nice. Chris, short. Yeah, that's not how cute they are. Yeah, not how cute they are. After is the order for the first round. Like just put your name through the randomizer. Wait until I watch all the second hammer down. My homies are the one that matches on the words. That's pretty much it. So you're just gonna have this judge run the slam and all your own. Alright, so we got 2 more minutes to go. However you want to use your criteria, just make it fair for everybody. You want to sit closer to the nice, I would do that, but other than that, y'all are fine. Take off some of the competition. It's starting at 5 minutes. A little bit closer so we can enter.
I'm so alive with the idea of pride. In the universe, I try, but the angels will hear my cry. Now, on the phone, I just want to hold on. When it comes to you and I just wanna do this right. I'ma just take my time. I know you're
When they finally asked me to do a feature, I'm just saying, that's a good shot.
My name always to catch them boner. Takes my kids, I feel like a donor. Fuck that, baby, just come over. I said, welcome to Sunday, you wanna come over? You know I'm looking for baby, you wanna keep me sober.
I'm really confusing. Don't just look like you get Same, right? Yeah. And don't slip it like everybody else.
I've been waiting long
We get a little dangerous up here. Yeah.
Three of us and 10 of them.
Hey, you save money on drinking, actually.
No, but then we go somewhere else. Come on.
Lay my world in sunshine. Light my path, come find me, come find me. All time is to find me. All I can do is run. All I can do is run.
40 instruments plus
It's your turn, and you know it's all right.
Got started. But ending. We're getting this. We're gonna start with the ending.
I just want to say, I reported the attendance. He was ready to start on time. I said, nobody else is here.
Light my path, come find me, come find me. All time is to find me. All I can do is
Let's do it.
Let's get a sack quiz.
I want to go.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
oh my gosh. I know you both love. I know you both. Can't play this in your back.
I mean, that's good.
Doesn't enjoy you in a good time. I'm a favorite just in your conscience. You only wanna ever read away. Tell it to nobody, let's see. I don't know you're gonna understand. You want you to never. You want you to never leave.
Y'all want to settle in, start getting cozy. I think we're gonna zoom in the next few minutes or so. We'll be going right through this. Yeah. Is that good now? Okay, cool. Oh, we're just going. Okay, God. I was telling people to get ready, but I guess we're just going. Golly. Jeez. Make some noise for the slam! All right, folks. Well, we are here for a poetry slam. That's the main event for tonight. First and foremost, let's give a big round of applause for the open mic tonight. Woo! We love hearing from everybody. Other than that, let me ask, who has ever been to a poetry slam before?
I have not.
You
I've
haven't?
never been.
Lies.
You've never been to one?
Lies.
Well, let me tell you something. A poetry slam is a fun little thing that started back in Chicago, back in the some aughts. I came over here, and basically we just do poetry for points. Points don't matter, but we do it anyway. What we're gonna do here today, we got
3 slammers that are going to be competing and qualifying for the Mill City Speak Slam team. So that's always fun. And they got cash prizes.
Cash prizes!
So give a hand for cash prizes. We also have 5.5 lovely judges who I will introduce to you now. They are Django and Leo, Jordana, Lena, Jason, and Shito? All right, thank you. Give a round of applause for our judges who may or may not have blindly volunteered into something that, who knows, they don't know how it's going to go. But even more so, let's give a big round of applause for our slammers. Hikma, woo, Sasha, woo. Introductions are out of the way. Here's how Here's how slam poetry works. So these 3 poets are going to come up here and they're going to perform pieces for us. All original pieces, not covers. It's all off the dome. No props, no music, nothing like that. They have 3 minutes to perform these pieces. We give a 10-second grace period on them. For every second after that,
Every 10 seconds after the half point.
10 seconds after a half point? Okay. So every 10 seconds after, half a point deduction on that. Judges, you guys are going to be rating them on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the absolute best poem you ever heard in your life. And I don't hope to see a 0. So don't do zeros. It takes a lot to get up here, so that should be worth more than a 0. Other than that, I don't think we have 2 rounds. Oh, 2 rounds. All right.
1 poem per round for each
Okay. All right. Well, there's 2 rounds, 1 poem per round for each poet. But other than that, I don't think there's any other housekeeping that we have.
Sax.
Oh, yeah, I was getting to that.
Oh yeah, and
All right. Well, I guess with that being said, are you guys ready for a poetry slam? No! No, you're not! And you're fools if you thought you were. Because in order for us to start a poetry slam, we need to spill some blood on the stage. And we need to let the judges kind of get their laps in before we get to the real poets. So, as a surprise, we have 2 sack poets tonight.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, we got 2. We got a last minute surprise sack poet.
I love surprise sacks.
Yeah. So, without further ado, because this is off the rails, I'm going to introduce our first sack poet, Ricky Orr. Clap it to Ricky.
My grandma's gangster as fuck. She rocked bucket hats and beanies. Her grandchildren yell at her because she can kill a case of Henneken on her own. Homegirl still chews tobacco. See, all my family lived in Massachusetts, so when I moved from the South, I was reintroduced to my culture, Cambodian folk. Any Cambodians in the house? Yes, I love that. All right. I started living with grandma. So imagine a 5'2" homegirl killing it with a floral skirt, rocking a fanny pack under the thermal, probably had a couple stacks in it. At least, I'm telling y'all, she's gangster, y'all. Her grandkids call her OG, you know, like original gangster, but the G's for grandma because she's cute like that. See, the thing is, I don't really know her story or can background check her credentials. But what I do know is there's been some crazy shit, some hard shit, some tough times. I know her husband died in a war and she raised 4 daughters on her own in a country that does not belong to her. She's gangster, y'all. So homegirl machetes the backyard and flip-flops and takes a time out because there's poison ivy everywhere, and I mean everywhere. When I get home from school, she's already squatting up in the kitchen with both hands full of a butcher knife and a beer, and it's only 3 o'clock. Dinner's ready at 4. and then I eat with her. She says, "Go, Ramon, child, is this good enough? Changda, about what's ill, approach ma. You want to add salt, soy sauce, lime juice, and it seems like she really wants to make this dish perfect." I assure her that the food is Ramon. Okay, good enough. I don't really know how to say anything else. Sometimes my gangsta ass grandma would tell me some gangsta ass stories. It's usually after a few beers, and I know she's been home all day besides herself, so it sounds like a rant. Or maybe it's disguised as some life lesson or some shit that you just need to know, kid, and I'm trying my hardest to follow along with ears that doesn't know this palette fully. She will stop every few minutes and say, "Yo, do you understand?" And I want to tell her so badly, I want to. Honesty will slip up and I will say no. And she will try to backtrack her story. Most of the times I just want to hear her speak for her to keep on talking. So I say, yes. She say, "Yo, do you really understand?" And I wonder if sometimes she's asking less about words and more about this. And sometimes I just want to say that this plate of food is delicious. Each spoonful, I am thankful. And I wonder if I can't learn her story that this is the only thing that she can make me feel whole, more full, more Cambodian, less hungry, less fleeting country, more like home. And that's some gangster shit, OG. That's my grandma helping her grandkids survive. And I want to tell her about my day or about my problems. But I haven't been around, you know. My mouth only knows how to eat and spill out one way. And I know sometimes shit is still hard and tough, and she does not need to say anything. The last time I saw her, I hugged her, and she was so small. She asked me if I wanted to take any food home.
Make some noise for Ricky Warren. You know what to do. Scale of 1 to 10. This is what you use. All of it. Scale of 1 to 10. This is the most time I'm going to give you to do your thing. While you. Oh, wait. Okay. While you guys are doing your thing, one detail I did forget that I do want to mention to the performers that are going to be coming up here. Like I said, you have 3 minutes. Be aware, trigger warnings will not count towards your time, but the minute you start interacting with this mic, your timer goes. So just keep that in mind when you are performing. Judges, are you all set? If you have scores, hold them up for me so I can read them nice and high. And I hope my glasses hold up. I got 4 scores. Oh boy, I really hope they hold up. Okay. From low to high, keep them up so I can read them. From low to high, that is an 8.7. That is a 9.0. A 9.2, a 9.3, and a 9.4. Make some noise, everybody. And Rick, do you have a total already?
So with a 1.5 point time penalty.
I
gotta fuck linear time.
Fuck linear time.
That is a total of a 26 even.
26 even for our boy Ricky Orr. Make some noise. For the improbable host. But that's not all, guys. We've got one more set.
Oh, more blood.
Yeah, we do. So, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Willow, everybody. The surprise set. Whoa! Yeah.
A rank and rotting lust, the kind that churns your stomach, makes you ill, only leads to trouble on the side of the road in the middle of August.
She'll follow it anyway because she's curious, wants to pick at the roadkill, wonders if she'll catch whatever it is you have. She was someone you thought would be willing to learn how to love you despite the festering. She seemed so excited to have something so sweet. Someday, though, you'll admit you only let her near you because you crave to be looked at as appetizing, wishing you weren't going to waste on the curb. And you knew you were never the tooth-rotting sweet she wanted. You disguised the rot at first, perfumes and soaps covered the stench of your brain. You wanted to taste good as if it would redeem the years of mold growing in your chest, the carcass of self-esteem still dissolving in your stomach. But even though you've done everything in your power to scrub yourself clean and destroy the traces of the decay you found, you notice she still couldn't touch you. So you let yourself reek and rot and dissolve until there's nothing left but the core, hollowed out and picked clean by the buzzards and birds. She watches you fall apart, and you watch. And it's all over quickly, but you still feel it in you like dogs, eating away at the marrow of your bones. There was never any tricking yourself into believing you were fresh, sweet, edible, even you're expired. And she knew that when she took her first bite.
Nice.
Woo! Guys, how is it? Judges, you know what to do. Get to those numbers and again, this is the most time I will give you, judges. While we're doing that, I'm just gonna wait here. We're gonna buy it, and then after we get these numbers, I'm gonna tell you guys the order of the first round. Isn't that exciting? When you're done, just hold those scores up high so I can see them. I got 1 score. I'm waiting on 4 more. I got 2 scores. I'm waiting on 3 more. I got 5 scores. Okay. From low to high, we have a 7.5. We have an 8.0. We have an 8.5. We have an 8.8. And we have an 8.1. Make some noise for the poet, not the poets. Woo! My wonderful, eloquent math machine. Are you? I didn't ask if you were high, but do you have a total?
24.6.
24.6 for Willow. But again, make some noise for the poet. All right, folks. Sacks are done. Are you ready for an actual slam? So, for round 1, our order is going to go Hikmah in the first position, followed by Sasha, followed by Amber. Sasha, as I said, you are on deck, but ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Hikmah.
The name of this poem is called Programmed. I have a beautiful land made of gorgeous seas and scenic mountains. Green, green all around, numerous formless trees, infinite in its bound. I have countless wells once I filled with love, enough to soothe the hearts of the wounded in this world. I cater to my realm, I perceive to tend to it. I water it the way I want. I grow it from my core to cultivate what I sowed. It's all bright and vivid. I see no one different. Everyone is equal. My street have no bargains. No fears right among it. I do not feel any lesser. No one can impose of it. An ego has informed. No soul is above it. The void is ordinary. Dreams are emissaries. Realities are discoveries. Feelings are temporary. Life is momentary. I haven't bit the apple. The dust couldn't touch me. My vision is still intact. My imagination isn't impaired. Knowledge hasn't warped me. My emotions are mine. I cannot hold them back. I listen to my anchor. I speak my heart out in a dime. I roar with a lion's pride. Walking in my journey, knowledge is taunting me. I'm seeing how I'm supposed to be. What's the ordeal in this realm of 3D? The dust starts rumbling, fierce surface on my land. I felt them striking me as they kick me off my stride. My hearing is cluttered, my anchor is elusive. It's been poisoned by what I'm seeing. Its purpose has been shifted. It's learning how to leave the cycles that deceive. My perception is hacked, it's been programmed by what I'm seeing. I feel myself stop. I'm holding myself back. My breath is getting shallow as my emotions start to squeeze. My focus, it's been swayed. My path is now delayed. Encryption on my realm. I feel it's been ordained. Now I can be taught to see things different than what I sought. From the way I was brought, since my will has been caught. I'm being shown what is right directions of my path, and a ruse to cover up what I viewed as my real love. The snake tricked me out of my land. My vision has been changed. It has frozen my heart. I entered a new land as my anchor entered a new cave. I see a realm of conditions where I fear my existence. My dreams have been buried. My wants have been stirred. My mountains are covered. Cities built on my grass. Structures over my river. I've been eluded by the mass. I'm looking for a solution to heal my condition, finding prescriptions to unlock layers of this encryption. All gifts come with their own challenge. Eating knowledge's fruit has its own imbalance. I ride the cycles to find solace, hoping to come out in the far end to my realm of love and its balance. Thank you.
Hi, folks. Make some noise for Hector, everybody. Judges, you know what to do. You put those numbers down, and then as soon as you got them all tabulated and figured out, you hold them up high so I can read them. I got 3 scores. I'm going to go 2 more. That's 4 scores. Okay, that's all. All right, so keep them up high, everybody, please, so I can make thought for it. Okay. From low to high, we have a 7.7. We have an 8.9. We have an 8.9. We have another 8.9. And we got a 9.0. Make some noise again. Poet. Rick, what do we got?
So addition to points don't matter, time shouldn't matter, but can I get another fuck linear time?
And fuck linear time.
With a time point penalty of 1 point, that's a total of 25.7.
25.7 for the whole time. And again, it's the poetry we're here for. But Amber, my friend, you're going to be on deck. Make some noise, everybody, for the one and only Sasha.
Sometimes she was a hurricane, broke locks on doors, hit a wall. Sometimes she was a calm gulf reflecting a sunlit sky, soft waves, warm sand. But there's clouds over the kitchen again, air pressure predicted to drop. I shelter in a room with a broken lock. My father says the wind will change tomorrow, and it will. But between her screams and his silence, I know abandonment as thunder. Stay away from the windows. Talk about it when rustling stops in the hallway. I train to watch each flinch, each tonal shift. My childhood used to depend on how a door closed or opened. I believe if I can't stop someone crying, if I can't make sunlight form inside their lungs, windows will shatter. Rain, wind, crash of lightning. It will be my fault that I can't stop the weather. I keep thinking, if I can find someone with skin like warm, soft sand, the quiet of a fluttering breeze, if someone can hold me long enough, I can forget the rumble shock of electric heat in my nerve endings. My father says, lightning never strikes twice. I am never sure. Is it better to evaporate into the howling gale, evacuate to a windowless room, or someone's arms? If I yell into her wind, can I reroute the path of lightning? If I project hail, will clouds disperse? My father was always repairing the roof, replacing glass, putting shutters in place, but at what wind speed do shingles rip from their nails? In an emergency exit, it's normal to cling to something durable, a tree branch, a flotation device. I cling to the nearest outreached hand. When buoyancy retreats, when limbs break, I keep looking for another set of arms as shelter. Perhaps this is why I collect lovers who don't really want me. I have never known anyone who doesn't change with the wind. I have known so many who break away with the slightest pressure. I know it's foolish to look for a lover, to fill some quiet that never existed. Am I still looking for someone to fix? For all the ways she can't learn to love me? Emptiness of belly and home, echo and ruminate. I just want someone to know that I am worth staying, that I work every day to remove the lightning from my throat, that the roof will get reshingled, the windows replaced. I just want a house full of more laughter than wind, where candlelight glows under my skin and roses bloom. I just want a lover, a home, where we never need to build a storm shelter.
Some noise, everybody. You know what to do. You put numbers to that poetry, you hold it up high, you keep it up until I can read it. I got 3 scores. I got 4 scores. I'm waiting on one more score that is going to be here. It's going to be up eventually. I'm going to read it once it is. Oh, hey. Cool. All right, we got 5 scores. So, from low to high, we have an 8.4. We have a 9.2. We have a 9.3. We have a 9.5. And we got a 9.6. Make some noise for the poet! Look out, you wonderful math man. What you got?
28 even.
28 even for the Holy Sasha. Make some noise. That's a good number, but we don't care about the number. We care about the moments. Awesome. We are about to wrap up the first of 2 rounds. I was about to make it more epic than it is. We're about to wrap up the first round. So everybody make some noise for the homie Amber. Clap it to the homie.
An ode to Grandma. She drags herself out of bed with fever still burning her skin, and the first words she hears are, "Hey babe, what's for dinner?" She folds laundry with wrists that ache, rocks a baby with eyes that sting, smiles at a husband who swears he works harder. She carries this house on her back like it's been stitched to her pelvis since birth, and everywhere in Italy this pattern just repeats and repeats. This world wants us ladies in kitchens, nurseries, and on our knees. No praise for the woman spending her days cleaning a house for play dates and housemates. There's no applause for her working 15 jobs, just the expectation that her body is an endless well. Her hands exist only to give, give, give. She has never been given applause, so I'll clap for her. When did the word selfish first originate? Was it the day a woman with fever in her bones refused to stand over the stove? Surely it was in the room of a mother whose tears had gone dry from too many sleepless nights, and surely she said to her husband, surely she begged to her husband, please just let me sleep. He gathered crowds of men in the town square under the bell tolls, and he spoke to the masses of the hysteria his household. She told me no, she told me no. The men made claims to their wives who had behaved the same, and they said this act it needed a name, so there it breathed its cursed poison breath. Selfish. Brand me with it. Tattoo it across my forehead, chant it back to me in every room I walk into. Selfish, selfish. I'll raise my glass to it. I'll toast to it. In honor of every woman who is never allowed to choose, I will extend myself in every way a woman can to be free. Call me selfish, and I will answer damn proud.
Guys, that's the first round of the poetry slam. Make some noise! Yeah! Alright, judges, you know what to do. I assume you're doing your thing. So when you're ready, hold those scores up high. We got 2 scores. I'm waiting on 3 more scores. I got 4 scores. I'm waiting on 1 score. Alright, cool. From low to high, we have. Help if I look. We got an 8.6. We have an 8.9. We have a 9.0. We got a 9.2. And we got a 9.3. Make some noise for
There's a total of 27.1.
27.1 for the homie Amber. That's the first round of it. Awesome. With that in mind, Rickov, what is the order of round 2?
We got Sasha going up first, Amber second, and Hikma closing us out.
All right, cool. Amber, you are on deck. Sasha, are you ready? All right, make some noise and welcome Sasha back to the stage.
It starts with the wrist, or maybe sooner, with your nose grazing the curvature of my shoulder. And you might be a little too tall, but I balance on my toes to reach your lips. The acrid scent of sweat folded in your neck, your hands on my back, my fingers through your curls, teeth here, and the soft folds that can be hidden by a t-shirt, not open exposed neck, not places your mother or boss would see. And I might be a little too short, but with your knees on the floor, your face turned upward, you're an atheist in an act of communion. Drink me with your fingers, devour me in the touch of your cheek. Your fingertips whisper their confession on the underside of my arms. Command me to your touch. Hooks, button, zipper, pull. Make your lips a place where my name is slow teeth contouring skin. Your stubble over my fat thighs conjures psalms in the spine. So wrap my eyes in black folds of fabric. Make me as blind as saints, as gods long dead. I didn't know the words of this prayer. Couldn't ask this act of adornment, this smack of skin, this trace of fingers. So pull my hands behind me. Lace loops of rope in knots and knots and knots and knots. Round, smooth, like the count of rosary beads. Firm, succulent nipples, smooth, silken jute. Pull gently this length of 30 feet. Doubled over, wrists to elbows, hobble knots, corset knots. Thread my skin with hands I cannot see. Tighten the hold like the grip of vines. A sculpture of waiting, wanting. Fingers, tongue, alabaster, sting of leather. Imprint your teeth in my thigh, make it bruise, sweet as a soft plum. Parted lips. The curve of ass, the sting, the slap, the way you hold me and hog-tie me, slam yourself inside me so that every nerve tinkles. I am ready to be opened, offered, supplicants spread like an altar cloth, transubstantiated to the prophet's will, like the candles in vestibules unnamed. We make our own gods here, bringing lightning from flesh and moan, tall, short, rattling wet with disarray. You will be gone in 3 months. No hands folded in absolution, no candles lit in atonement, no offerings left at my feet. All I will know is the hold of knots I want on my skin. The twisting of a hymn grown sour in the stomach.
Make some noise for Sasha. Judges, you know what to do. You put numbers to it, you hold it up high, and then I read it.
You're better than to me. You're looking at me like a photo, got the photograph. Jumping on me like a horse, you make me jump around.
I got 4 scores. I'm waiting on the fifth score.
She got on me and told me jumping on the boat, giving you shine boat. I was on.
Cool. Alright. From Low High. We have an 8.6. We got a 9.0. We got a 9.3. And we got a 9.5. Make some noise. Sasha.
What? 8.6, 9.0, 9.3, 9.5. Missing one.
2 9.5s.
2 9.5.
Do the math, man.
I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. Okay, we got a 27.8.
27.8. All right. With that in mind, Hikma, you are on deck. But make some noise, everybody, for Amber.
Let's go,
Recently, while talking with a girlfriend of mine about the landmines that were our past relationships, she laughed and said, "You sure do have a type. Military guys, always a favorite of mine." My type is a man who has walked through fire, who has swallowed silence thicker than smoke, who knows what it is to sit inside his own skin like a stranger. He doesn't flinch when I choke on a memory, doesn't turn away when my chest rattles like a locked door in a storm. Those who have seen battle are less likely to back away from the minefield that is my body. They've been trained to step carefully, to listen for the click beneath their feet. They understand what it means to live with war-torn Tuesdays, those ordinary days. The ones that explode without warning, where trauma ambushes me in line at the grocery store or mid-conversation like a sniper hidden in daylight. And when the blast hits, he doesn't run. He already knows how to take cover beside me. And when his eyes melt into mine, I don't see pity. I see recognition, like 2 mirrors tilted at the same angle, reflecting our scars instead of hiding them. And some would say, isn't that just a trauma bond? No. It's a survivor's serenade. It's the song 2 broken radios make when they finally tune to the same frequency. It's the language of trembling hands that still dare to reach across the space between them. It's love that isn't afraid of my night terrors, that knows how to hold my body while it shakes apart and stay until it settles again. Finding love in my hurt is like finding flowers growing through barbed wire. It shouldn't happen, but it does. And when it does, you learn that in togetherness, in complete and utter vulnerability is not collapse, it is communion. Those who have carried war in their bones can cradle mine without letting them break. My type holds shrapnel in his soul. He's been burned down to almost nothing, but still somehow keeps the ember alive. And that ember burns bright enough for us to finally find our way back home. To know someone like that in their darkest hours, in their breaking and rebuilding, is to know them deeper than any candlelit dinner or picture-perfect Sunday morning ever could. It is to say, I see the rubble of you, and I will build something beautiful here anyway.
Nice. Judges, your experience at this point, you should know what I'm looking for by the time I get back up here. Oh my God, I got 4 scores. Oh. All right. Catch up. Wait on. What? I'm just hearing things. All right. Cool. From low to high, we have an 8.6. We have an 8.9. We got a 9.2. We got a 9.3. And we got a 9.4. Make some noise for Amber. All right. Guys, this is it. This is the big finale. With that being said, Hikma, come on in. Oh, wait. We got a score. That's what we got. What's the score?
Total score is 27.4.
27.4 for Amber. Hikma, if you would not mind closing us out.
That was great. So, nigga, I cool. Spank that man for my honor, then I got the tattoo.
Scapegoat. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, make yourself feel better. Just ignore what's going on, use me and avoid your problems, abuse me and cover it all up. Point fingers at me and make me lose my instinct, my childhood and my innocence. Take my safety and make me insecure. Go ahead, take what I have and fuel yourself. Use my knowledge, my hard-earned research, and take off your career. Go tell people, gossip and talk your shit. Feed them lies, feed them my wisdom. Go tell them my pain, my struggles. Tell them about what makes me beautiful and change the story. As you box me in with your judgment and label me in, it's the curse of the scapegoat. I've lived it my whole life, being shamed and lied on for my truth, my authenticity, to make me shut up, to make me fit in, quiet me down so you can feel better for your own letdown. Projections built on my mind, viewing myself like I'm an issue, living my life walking on eggshells, competing for your love, compensating for your feelings, being responsible for your emotions, taking on all these labels. As I see life different, as I see truth different, as I see love different, what are labels? Energetic spaces, invisible rooms made up of mirrors that show me how I see myself. Recalling the traumatic days of being your punching bag, I quiet my voice down. I hid my skills and ability. I stored my confidence in the shadow. What's this life of condition? Couldn't you have just loved me, cherished me from my faults, adored me from my existence? Couldn't you have just learned, be righteous and ask, is it too much to accept that I could be more than the space you gave me, the label you gave me, the box you gave me? You can't bring me down. You can't shut me up. Cognitive dissonance, karma, psychology, your embarrassment, your ugly ass behavior, and your smelly ass energy. I see your insecurity, your sad little human ways, how you're just another hurt human. But you do not play, or you do not take what is in yours, and you do not hide behind my innocence. I keep your illusion alive. Don't forget, I play the fool. But a fool is only a fool until she wants to. Make karma bite you in the butt. I love myself too much to play your ego games, or to fight or turn a blind cheek. I will not pass this down. I won't keep this cycle going. I choose to face the truth. I know I don't need to fight to be loved. I've learned the meaning of unconditional love. So go fuck yourself. I'm walking my path regardless. Shit, I wish you the fucking best, but I'm through giving you any help. Here, cash was fucking left.
Guys, that's a start. That's a start. We made it. Not yet. We still gotta get scores and whatnot, but we made it. All right, so I got 4 scores. I'm waiting on the last score. Okay, so from low to high, we have an 8.9. We have a 9.0. We have a second 9.0. We have a 9.6, and we got a 9.8. Ooh. Awesome.
All right.
Rick off.
All right, we got some finals. Well, the score for Ikma's final poem is 27.6.
27.6. Make some noise for the poet, for everybody here today. This was great. All right, you guys ready to announce the winners?
Got some final scores. All right, so. Want to bring people up? Yeah. Let's bring, well, I'll
Can we have
announce
our poets join us on stage? Yeah. So we can, yeah. Can you give us a note to be back up on stage? All right.
I just want to take a look.
Okay.
Should down with I'm not.
Not a big one.
I'm not a competitor. You.
You
guys, this is you. Cool. Don't go too far. Don't go too far.
We're not going too far.
Okay.
We're just going right here.
Dog, chill. Chill, dog. All right. With that being said, Rickoff, can we get the final scores for our homies here?
All right. So, in third place with a 53.3, we have Hikma.
In second place with a 54.5, we have Amber. And the next slam winner is Sasha with a 55.8.
Yeah! This is good for everybody here. I believe, based on, if I'm not mistaken, based off the math here, the three of them do still qualify.
Yep.
Is that correct? You three still qualify. So they are going to be joining us again for the finals in a few months. And we're going to see how this team shakes out this year. That being said, okay, Ricky. Yeah, Ricky. Make some noise for Ricky.
Let's give it up for Mike, y'all. Mike was an incredible host. Yes. Thank y'all so much for being here at the Untitled with Mike. Shout out to everyone who touched the mic or just a wonderful audience member. And shout out to the homies here for rocking out with y'all. We mentioned we have our events every first and third Wednesday. There is a event that we have yet to advertise, but we're going to do a public event on Saturday afternoon, December 13th. Yes. Next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're going to do a small showcase featuring some incredible poets, but it's really an event for young people, for the youth. So come out, definitely enjoy the poetry, enjoy storytelling, but also be there to support the incredible scene of just youth poets out there.
If you haven't seen the youth poetry scene in this area, you're missing out. Because these kids are crazy.
They're amazing. I mean, we're hopefully inviting youth from a little bit around this Merrimack Valley, but a lot of it is definitely youth from the Lowell High School, the Lowell High School Poetry Club. So shout out to that wonderful cohort at Shelby Co. It's not a big deal, but the homies been taking the gold a couple of years, but it's not about that. We're here to just enjoy poetry and come through. We'll post it on Lowell Poetry Wheel on our Instagram, and come through. It's free. Come support. It's gonna be a good
Where's
time.
that going to be, Ricky?
It's going to be at LTC.
It's going to be at LTC.
So right off of, it's going to be 4 to 6:30. 4 to 6:30 at LTC right in downtown off of Market Street. Like I said, it's free. Come through, enjoy some poetry. It's going to be lovely. So we'll post more about that. Talk to us. We're going to be vibing out, cleaning up. Thank you all so much.
Enjoy the rest of your night, folks.